The practice of magic has been around for centuries, spellcasting being the fundamental aspect of it. In essence, spellcasting is the process of directing energy towards a specific intention or goal. It is a way of tapping into the power of the universe to manifest one's desires, while some individuals may believe that spellcasting is a matter of trial and error. There are key concepts that all spellcasters should understand to increase their chance of success. The importance of understanding these key concepts cannot be overstated, as they provide the necessary foundation for effective spellcasting. A lack of understanding of these concepts can lead to ineffective spells, negative consequences, and even harm to oneself or others. There are 7 of them. Intention, focus, energy, correspondence, timing, ritual, and ethics. Master these, and you'll cast with a lot more confidence and a lot more success. Intention is a cornerstone of spellcasting. It is the first and most important key concept that all spellcasters should understand. It refers to the purpose behind casting a spell, and it is essential to have a clear and concise intention before beginning any spellcasting practice. Without a clear intention, spellcasting can be aimless and ineffective. The intention serves as the foundation for the spell, directing the energy towards a specific goal or desire. It's like setting a destination before starting a journey, without knowing where you actually want to go. You may end up wandering aimlessly, unsure of your path and your destination. To set a clear intention, it is essential to reflect on what you want to achieve through spellcasting. It could be anything from attracting love and prosperity to seeking protection from negative energies. The key is to be specific and concise in your intention. The more precise and focused your intention, the more effective the spell will be. One way to set clear intention is to write it down. This helps solidify the intention in your mind and gives you something tangible to refer to during the spell casting process. When writing down your intention, be sure to use affirmative language. For example, instead of saying, "I don't want to be lonely," say, "I attract loving and supportive relationships." It is also essential to consider the timing of intention. Is this something you want to manifest immediately, or is it a long-term goal? If it's a long-term goal, consider breaking down into smaller, more manageable goals. This can help you stay focused and motivated. It can also help keep the intention clear and concise. Another important aspect of setting a clear intention is to remain open to the universe's possibilities. While it is essential to have a specific goal in mind, it is equally important to remain open to the various ways in which the universe can manifest that goal. The universe has its own timing and its own way of bringing things to fruition, and may not always align with our expectations or desires. When casting a spell, it is crucial to keep the intention in mind throughout the entire process. This includes selecting the appropriate correspondence, performing any necessary rituals or ceremonies, and directing the energy towards the intended goal. If at any point during the spellcrafting process you find your mind wandering or your focus skipping, take a moment to refocus your attention to your intention. Focus is a crucial element of spellcasting, as it enables the spellcaster to direct their energy towards the intended outcome. Without focus, the spell's effectiveness may be compromised and the energy may be scattered, leading to an unsuccessful outcome. Meditation is an excellent tool for developing focus in spellcasting. By quieting the mind and focusing on breath, one can cultivate a state of mental clarity and stillness that is conducive to spellcasting. Meditation allows for a practitioner to clear their minds of distractions and centre their focus on the spell's purpose. This helps strengthen the spell's intention and directs energy towards the intended outcome. One technique for meditating during spellcasting is to sit in a comfortable position with your eyes closed and focus on your breath. Take deep, slow breaths and visualize yourself inhaling positive energy and exhaling negative energy. This helps to clear the mind of distraction and focus your energy towards the spell's purpose. As you become more skilled at meditation, you can incorporate visualization techniques to ensure your focus further. Visualization is another powerful tool that can be used to enhance focus in spellcasting. By visualizing the desired outcome of a spell in vivid detail, one can create a mental image that helps direct their energy towards the spell's purpose. To incorporate visualization in your practice, begin by selecting a clear and concise intention for your spell. Then close your eyes and visualize the outcome you desire. See it in as much detail as possible, using all your senses. Deep breathing is another effective way to enhance focus during spellcasting by taking deep, slow breaths. One can calm the mind and body and enter a relaxed state that is conducive to spellcasting. Begin by sitting or standing comfortably. Take a deep breath in. Exhale slowly. Imagine any negative energy or distractions leaving your body as you do. Finally, some practitioners use mantras or affirmations to help focus their energy and intention during spellcasting. A mantra is a word or phrase repeated during meditation to help direct energy towards the intended outcome. For example, for money spell, you might repeat abundance flows freely to me. By repeating a phrase like this, you focus your energy and intention squarely on the spell's purpose. Energy is a fuel that powers the spell. Without energy, a spell cannot be effective. There are two types of energy that can be used in spellcasting, internal and external. Internal energy is the energy that comes from within us, our own personal power, which can be harnessed through meditation, visualization, breathing exercises. Internal energy is essential in spellcasting as it's what we use to focus our intention towards the desired outcome. Meditation helps us connect with that inner power. Visualization helps strengthen and direct it towards the desired goal. And slow, deep breathing helps calm the mind so we can actually access it. External energy is energy drawn from outside sources, be elements, deities or other entities, and it's used to enhance the power of the spell. The elements are a powerful source for this. Fire energy can be used for passion and creativity, while water energy can be used for emotional healing and purification, for example. And other entities can also be invoked to lend their energy to a spell, though it's essential to research any entity you're calling on thoroughly and make sure that energy genuinely aligns with what you're trying to achieve. It's worth remembering that energy isn't infinite. It has to be replenished regularly. Self-care practices like meditation, exercise, and getting enough rest all help to keep your own energy levels up and flowing, which in turn keeps your spell work effective. Correspondence refers to the associations between different objects, colours and their symbols and magical properties. These associations have been observed and recorded by practitioners of magic over time, and they've become a fundamental aspect of spellcasting. By understanding correspondence, you can select the objects, colours and symbols that align with a spell's purpose and enhance its effectiveness. Colours carry different associations and energies. Red is associated with passion and love, for instance, while green is associated with prosperity and abundance. Crystals work the same way. Amethyst is tied to spirituality and intuition, while rose quartz is tied to love and relationships. Herbs too. Lavender for peace and relaxation, rosemary for memory and concentration, and symbols carry their own meaning. A pentagram as a symbol of protection, a heart as a symbol of love. It's worth knowing that these associations can shift depending on culture, tradition, or personal practice. Red might mean anger or danger in one tradition and love in another, so it's worth researching and settling on the correspondence that generally resonates with your own practice. In practice, you might use a protective amulet like a black tourmaline for a protection spell or cinnamon and citron for an abundance spell. Selecting the object, colours and symbols that align with your intention. It's a genuinely creative part of spellcasting, but ultimately the correspondence support the spell. They don't replace the intention and the energy behind it. Timing is the practice of performing spells at specific times or phases of a moon. Depending on the spell's purpose, certain times of the day, lunar phases, and seasons are more conducive to certain types of spells. Timing helps align your spell with the natural rhythm of the universe. The moon is one of the most powerful timing tools available. The new moon is a time for new beginnings and setting intentions. Great for manifesting goals or starting fresh. The waxing moon is a time for growth, perfect for attracting abundance, prosperity, and love. The full moon is the most potent phase of a lunar cycle, ideal for manifesting desires, healing, and divination, and also for releasing negative energy. The waning moon is a time for banishing and releasing, perfect for breaking bad habits, ending toxic relationships, and protection spells. Planetary alignments matter too. Each planet carries its own energy. Venus is associated with love and relationships, Mars with strength and courage. And spells can be timed to align with particular planet's influence. The seasons play a role as well. Spring for new beginnings and growth, autumn for the harvest and abundance, and even the time of day matters. Dawn for new beginnings, noon for strength and energy, dusk for endings and closure, night for mystery and transformation. When combined with intent, focus and energy, getting the timing right can be meaningful increase your chances of success. A ritual is a series of actions that helps focus the mind and energy towards the desired outcome of a spell. Rituals create a sacred space and enhance a spell's effectiveness by creating a symbolic representation of its purpose. One of the most common rituals is casting a circle, using a wand or a fane to draw a circle around space where the spell will be performed. The circle acts as a boundary between the spellcaster's workspace and the outside world, creating a sacred space where the spell's energy can be contained and focused. Once the circle is cast, many practitioners call upon the elements, earth, air, fire, and water to help channel energy towards the spell's outcome, often by lighting candles or incense that correspond to each element. Other tools can enhance rituals too. Crystals, herbs, tarot cards. A love spell might incorporate rose quartz, believed to enhance feelings of love and compassion. A protection spell might include sage or other protective herbs. It's worth remembering that specific tools and actions matter less than the intention and energy behind them. Your focus and belief in the outcome is what ultimately determines whether the ritual works. The props support that. They don't replace it. Final key concept is ethics. Spellcasting can be a powerful tool for manifesting your desires, but it's crucial to consider the ethical implications of using magic. Magic should not be used to cause harm to others or manipulate them in any way. Spellcasters need to consider the karmic consequences of their actions and ensure their intentions are pure and positive. One of the most fundamental ethical principles in spellcasting is the Wiccan Rede, and it harm none, do what ye will. This means magic should be used for the greater good and shouldn't cause harm to others. That said, the concept of harm can be subjective. Casting a protection spell for yourself or a loved one might in some sense involve pushing back against somebody who poses a threat. In cases like that, it's worth thinking through the broader consequences of your actions and making sure they align with your own ethical beliefs. Intentions matter here too. If your intentions aren't pure, a spell can backfire and cause harm to you or others, which is why it's worth examining your own motivations honestly before you begin. And free will matters. Spellcasting shouldn't be used to manipulate or control another person. That's a line that leads to real negative consequences. And it's essential to make sure your actions aren't overriding somebody else's free will. Practiced ethically, magic becomes a tool for manifesting positive change for yourself and for the people around you. By incorporating these 7 key concepts into your spellcasting practice, intention, focus, energy, correspondence, timing, rituals, and ethics, you can increase your chance of success and create a more fulfilling life. Approach spellcasting with respect, humility, and an open mind, and always stay willing to learn and grow in your practice. With dedication and practice, you can become a skilled and effective spellcaster.